Hello, my name's Bob Willis and welcome to Book Review. Now, every once in a while when I've collected 2 or 3 new books, I like to publish a book review video, just like the one you're watching now. Now, I've received 3 new books and I'd like to take the opportunity of explaining what I think about these titles. The first one is the ESD Control Program Handbook, and it's written by Jeremy Smallwood and published by Wiley. It's got 13 main sections and covers pretty much the A to Z of ESD static control. Now, I've known Jeremy for quite a few years and he's excellent as a trainer. He's very practical in his presentation. He covers both the level of knowledge required by engineers, but also is able to provide very good training presentations for the practical side, the operators and staff on the shop floor. And what he's done is created a textbook which really is a very good guide to the whole subject, which is what you'd expect. It's very practical in its sectioning, covering the very basics through to the more advanced understanding of the electronics and the science behind failures due to static damage of semiconductors. Now, it's well illustrated as well, and it includes examples of many of the experiments that he conducts during his practical demonstrations, but within the textbook the illustrations support the text very, very well. It should be available in the next few weeks, but you can find out information on from your normal book provider. It's published by Wiley, so you can find information on their website. Hopefully Jeremy Smallwood will get some very good recognition for this particular title. Now, one of the publications I want to talk about is Troubleshooting Electronic Assembly, and it's produced by Phil Zarrow and Jim Hall. Now, I've known Phil for many, many years, and he is the absolute comedian. Jim is the science and perhaps more reserved part of the team, but both of them provide excellent information. They supply answers to people's questions, and they've been doing this for many, many years. Originally in Circuit Insight, the online magazine, they've provided basically solutions for customers. Then it turned into more of a podcast. Now, they were doing podcasts before podcasts were really theoretically invented, and they've been very, very successful over the years with the Jeff Ferry publication. Now, what they've done is taken all of the experience, all of the original podcasts they've produced, and put it into a book. Now, if you like the humour as well as the technical advice, then this is a title for you. 12 main sections covering everything in manufacture, from components to final solder joints, to quality, to cleaning, design for manufacture. Everything is pretty much covered. I think that it will make a good reference and a good read for most engineers, and hopefully it will be a useful reference source for younger engineers coming into the industry. Now, the next title I would like to talk about is Extreme Temperature and Harsh-Environment Electronics. Now, I've reviewed or talked about books dealing with this particular subject before. This is a new publication from IOP ebooks, and provides 20 chapters covering all aspects. It talks about the components, it talks about the requirements, the environments, the types of challenges that companies producing products within the harsh environment marketplace have to consider. The nice thing about this particular publication, when you compare it with others, it goes into a lot more detail on other components. Now, a lot of textbooks cover the semiconductor and the different styles of semiconductor technology, but this one does in fact cover all the different range of components. Probably my criticism would be, as it has been with other titles, they don't really go into detail about the practical assembly of components onto printed circuit boards within the industry with high temperature requirements in mind, and I think that needs to be considered certainly in the future. Substrates is something that again tends not to be covered in too much detail, but again that's the building block of electronic assembly. I found that some good useful information in this publication. It's all illustrated with drawings and line drawings, and I guess another one of the criticisms probably may be there's not a lot of photography, and again people like photographs to bring some of the text alive. There's a lot of mathematical understanding of the requirements and obviously the tolerances involved in the use of componentry, because when you go to high temperature or low temperature it has a dramatic effect on voltage consumption of battery technology, etc., and of course on the components themselves. So again, extreme temperature and harsh environmental electronics, a new publication from IOP ebooks. But a reminder to publishers, if you're producing a book on electronic assembly or anything to do with electronic manufacturing and you'd like me to review it, then please contact me and provide me a copy of the publication. Sometimes I miss titles. It's quite rare because I'm always on the lookout for anything in my field of expertise. But if I miss something, please let me know.